But now the try here for the point after. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Smallwood on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes now.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Charger.
In the backfield, all receivers out in the pattern, and in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down in front of the ball.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. The kicker on. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson is going to keep it himself. Jackson, and he lost the football.
Offense. Let's get him. Come on.
Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Going deep here for Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again, Mack. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. A nice pass there. And, Charles, how important do you think it is that the coaching staff helps him get in a good rhythm early on?
Partner, I think it's very important because not only has he been on a 3-month layoff, we still don't know how healthy he actually is and what his timing is going to be out on the field. So getting him comfortable, getting him success early, that's a big part of this game plan.
Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen with his widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
And it is now 21-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 11. Running with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
to throw on 2nd down. Mack. Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Robinson, incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
Looking to throw. Mack. He can run for it, and he will. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on fourth. On fourth down, Mack. Dancing to his left. As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for a fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pick.
Second quarter action. 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Chargers,
Jackson will throw again. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Mack. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just toweling it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Brown lost the football. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked on by Casey Hayward. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league. And you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back to throw. Mack. And it's complete to the right side of Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Looking to throw on second down. Mack. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Pass intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AF. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Nothing.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game. And we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Loose football. Picked up by the Chargers.
On the play. Recovered by the
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
makes it 3rd and 2.
Off play action. Mack. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Keenan Allen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
So, my man, Another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Operating from the gun, Mack. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Chargers.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here. Get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
48-yard line.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. The 30, 20, 10, 5. And they score the final return touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30. And picked up by the Chargers.
Recovered by the Chargers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Being chased out left. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
From the gun, Mack. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again, Mack. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Smallwood on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Down.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brent, and this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jackson's pass complete to
Marquise Brown, 73 yards. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
for the extra point.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The kick is good.
Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Taking it about the 1. And spins away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there. The Charger drive about to get going. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Operating from the gun. Mack.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And now he's going to use his legs. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up. From the gun, Jackson looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it complete. 30, the 20, and he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Tucker now for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, look at that. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Brings up 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Mack. Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
He'll bite. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
By Patrick Queen. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They are on to the next round of the playoffs, and the story will be the gritty, gutsy effort by one of the league's best QBs.
And he certainly proved the naysayers wrong today, partner. No doubt about that. Now, overall, an up-and-down performance, but he did enough for his team to get the win and advance to the next round. He and his team both have to have confidence and believe that he'll be better the next time out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay.
After the game, I was even more sore than I expected I would be. I suppose that should have been a sign that the news I'd be getting from Coach wasn't great. The news was devastating, especially since I'd already worked so hard to come back from this injury once. But because I had to come back once, I knew that with a cautious approach, I could come back again.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
I don't think I've ever been as nervous for the regular season as I was when I returned from injury. Felt like a rookie again. Only this time I knew I had even more to prove. I knew my time to step away would come eventually, but it would be a choice that I made, not a choice made for me because of an injury.